Good morning to all. I hope you're doing great on this very cold and almost snowy Wednesday morning. I hope everybody's safe, sound, and ready to go to Mexico with me this morning. So my name is Nathalie Carpentier. I'm your leisure sales manager for Melia Hotels International for Eastern Canada. We have a few agents that are already logged in. You are already in the mute mode just to make sure that the sound is the best sound that we can possibly have. And this webinar is recorded. So if you want to listen to it once more, if you have colleagues that are not able to listen to it this morning in the live version, it will be posted into this wonderful private group that we have now, Melia Hotels International, with the Travel Community Canada that we call Melia Pro Travel Labs. Also, I'm sure that now, since you're doing a lot of webinars these days, you're specialist of Zooms. I think everybody's specialist for Zoom, but just to make sure that everybody's okay with the house rules, you can always write your questions or comments into the chat box that is located into your main control panel. And at the end of the presentation, I will make sure to answer the most questions possible with great pleasure. If I don't have the answer, I will write them down and get back to you, no problem. So let's get started with this wonderful webinar. It's about 20 minutes long, so with question and answer, maybe half an hour. So we are ready to go. I hope you have your coffee, your water, drinks. It's a little early for that, although we would like a mimosa maybe tomorrow. So for the Melia Pro Travel Labs, we have more and more agents that are joining the private group, the Melia Pro Travel Community Canada, and we thank you for that, but we still need more and more and more agents. So this is what it looks like. It's very professional. This is the platform that we are using now to reach out to all the travel professionals throughout Canada with webinars like right now. We have roundtables, we will have videos, we have albums with a lot of interesting collateral that you can share with your clients. And since it's an unusual time for everybody, we go with the flow. That means that with your suggestions, with the presentations that we do, we keep better and better, and we have new ideas every week. So stay tuned, because it's going to be a lot of variety in the topics. We will, of course, explain and give you training on the destinations, on the hotels, of course, but we will have also special guests that will do a round table. We want your input, so we are going to continue to work together, you and us, since 1956 that we are by your side, and we're not going anywhere. So that's the Melia Pro Travel Labs with our private group. Now for the live webinars, they will be done. If it's a product-related webinar, I always make sure to do an exclusive one for the English Canada and an exclusive one for French Canada, and all of these webinars are posted in the group. The roundtables, we have lots of special guests coming our way, so stay tuned for that, and also workshops. So this morning, we will talk about the Paradisus brand for Cancun and Playa del Carmen. So, of course, Paradisus is our 5-star luxury brand located in Mexico in Punta Cana. We did the Punta Cana presentation last Friday, so if you missed that, you can always join in and listen to the recording. It's available in your group. We have a total of 9 hotels with more than 3,500 rooms with 1.7 million customers. In Mexico, of course, we have Paradisus Cancun and Playa del Carmen, La Perla and La Esmeralda. This will be our topic of this morning. We also have, of course, our beautiful Paradisus Los Cabos. We just had a roundtable with the new director of the hotel, Mr. Jaime Piedras, that was very interesting. So also, if you missed that roundtable that was done on Monday morning, you can listen to it in your group. In Mexico, we have a new build that's coming our way. We are very excited about it. So it's the Paradisus in Playa Mujeres that will open in a few months. And in Dominican Republic, of course, Punta Cana with Paradisus Punta Cana, Paradisus Palma Real, and our brand new The Grand Reserve at Palma Real. So lots of choice for your clients that are looking for a five-star experience. For the clientele, the demographic, 63% of our clients are from North America. So North America is Mexico, US, and Canada, of course. European are 13% of our clientele for those properties, and South America is 8%. Now we're going to take a look at our luxury all-inclusive brand, which is, of course, Paradisus, where luxury, gastronomy, personalized service is our way of life. The clients, of course, are a reason of being, and we make sure to have all the little special attention to pamper our mutual clients. Wireless service is our VIP adults-only section. In all Paradisus, you will find the wireless service. Personally, as a travel agent, I suggest you to push the wireless service, to promote the wireless service, because they get a lot of extra amenities. They have exclusive areas, pool and beach area with butler and valet service. They have a private check-in, check-out, and a gorgeous private lounge. They also have the best room location with lots of amenities. They have exclusive check-in, check-out, like I mentioned, and very personalized service. For the family concierge, it's the same kind of VIP, but really oriented towards the kids. If the kids are happy, parents are happy, they have an amazing family vacation experience, that's the way to go, family concierge. So they will have their personal family concierge for them. They will have the private lounge for check-in and check-out. They have, as the wireless service, the family concierge guests have priority for the a la carte reservation, so that's a very good selling point, especially when you travel with kids, because, of course, us in Canada, if you have a 5-year-old child, I don't think you're going to have dinner at 9 o'clock at night. So the prime time is 6:37. So that way they will have the priority for the reservations for the a la carte restaurants. They also have exclusive pool with valet service, private beach area. And for the turn-on service, we customize it for the kids. So it's cookies and milk. And sometimes daddy takes the cookies and milk before the kids, so that's another story. For the wellness is really important to us as a society. Since maybe 4 or 5 years ago, the wellness is growing. People have very stressful lives, stressful jobs. Specifically now, so the spa treatment, the yoga lessons, everything that is oriented towards the wellness, the peace of mind. When you go out on vacation, you really want to enjoy yourself, of course. You want to eat well, you want to have an amazing resort, but also you want to pamper yourself and take a break for a week or two. So this is the way to go. And for us at Paradisus, it's one of our main attributes, the wellness. We don't forget about love, so romance by Paradisus. Whether it's a proposal, a honeymoon, a destination wedding, a 25th anniversary, whether it's a legal ceremony or a symbolic, religious, same-sex weddings, we do it all. And we have a specific team just for the romance department. So I'm sure that now that the reality and the life will be starting again slowly. I am sure that there's a lot of couples that want to get away, either get married and have a honeymoon or a destination wedding or maybe a 25th anniversary. So we will be there by your side to make sure that this experience is the best for your clients and they have a memorable time. Now for the hotels, we have three properties now to present this morning. The first one is our key product, Paradisus Cancun, one of the most emblematic hotel in the hotel zone of Cancun. It's the pyramid shape. It's been in the Melia family forever. It used to be a Melia, then a Grand Melia when we upgraded the hotel, and a few years ago what was promoted as a Paradisus property. So it's always in an excellent shape. You have your family concierge area. This picture is the Royal Service pyramid with, you see now the pyramid of the Royal Service with the private pool. They have their own private beach area. And it's 650 suites overlooking the beach. So one side you have the ocean, one side, of course, you have the lagoon, but in between you have the 9-hole golf course that I will show you a little bit later. 8 restaurants and 7 bars. We redid the buffet as we know it, and it's now a food bazaar, the Malva Food Bazaar. And we also did major renovations into most of our room categories, so we will see that in a few seconds. And at the spa, with the wellness and everything, we have at this property a oriental garden, so clients feel like they're in Thailand. So it's a very peaceful moment. For the golf course, I will do a specific webinar sometime, maybe next week or the week after that, specifically for the golf. For Melia and Paradisus, you have golfers, where to send them. This is one of the hotels, but it's the only one that has a 9-hole par 3. So it's free of charge, it's included, it's on site. And since it's a 9-hole, people don't have to rent carts, so it's absolutely free. Unless you need to rent your clubs, then it's extra charge, but it's not that expensive. It's maybe $30 or $35. So it's a nice selling feature for the Paradisus Cancun for your golfers. Maybe you have golfers that say, oh, I don't know if I want to play once or twice or every day, and it doesn't matter because they always have access to the golf course. And you can see now with this picture the beautiful, beautiful stretch of beach. You see that we have a long stretch area of the Cancun hotel zone. We are located in the middle of the hotel zone, so it's incredible, close to the airport, close to downtown. And on the other side of the main building, you see the golf course. And on the other side where the lagoon is, there's a marina for the excursions. So clients that take water excursions, they don't have far to go to be able to enjoy their favorite water sport. Now this is the map. So you see right in the middle, Paradisus Cancun. So we are in between from the downtown and the airport, and we are only 40 minutes down from Playa del Carmen, and it's a great location for all your excursions. And we're about 18 minutes drive from the Cancun International Airport. And of course, all the shopping malls. So this is another view of the Royal Service pool. So very secluded, very quiet, perfect for our Royal Service guests. And the rooms, these are the Junior Suite Lagoon view. So these ones will be the next one in line for the renovations. They have been renovated just a few years ago, so they're in really good shape. But as you know, we want to make sure that the clients have the new trends, the new colors, the new decoration, and they have the best room quality. So the Paradisus Junior Suite, we have Lagoon View, which is this one, and we have Ocean View. So you choose when you book it in the system, you choose Lagoon side for a Lagoon View and Ocean View. We redid 75 of the Ocean View. I will show them to you. So now we have most of them that are done, and also the Royal Service and Family Concierge that have been done since last year. So for the Hawaiian service, when you enter the main lobby, this is the picture of the main lobby. You enter the lobby like you're entering a spa. And then your butler will take you to your pyramid for the Hawaiian service, which is this picture. So it looks the same, but this one is a bit smaller. And that is where you will do your check-in, your check-out. You can have champagne, mimosa, finger foods throughout the day. You want to have your breakfast or just relax. It's a very, very quiet atmosphere, and it's a very luxurious and trendy place to go for the clients that want to enjoy this VIP experience, which is the Hawaiian service. So here on the screen, you see all the amenities. Of course, the room service, personal butler, the belly beds are upon reservations, and they write your name on the belly bed, stuff like that. This is the new Hawaiian Service Deluxe Suite Ocean View. So these rooms were redone December 2018, if my memory is correct. So all the rooms at Hawaiian Service, they have this look. Depending on the category, there's a little bit of change, but this is the type of room that we have for the Hawaiian Service. So absolutely stunning. You also have the Junior Suite Ocean Front. And for the family concierge, we redid them also last year. So with all the decoration, the new colors, we put an espresso coffee machine for the parents, mini bar with chocolate milk and cookies and stuff like that for the kids. And they also have their kids' amenities, as you see on the picture, with the mini bathrobe and mini slippers. So it's a very nice touch. So this is the family concierge. Lots of fun for kids. For the restaurants and bars, we have 8 of them. Lots of variety, excellent cuisine, very personalized service. The picture on top is our Bana Asian restaurant in the middle of the main pyramid, and you feel like you're in Asia. It's one of my favorites. You also have Blue Agave, which is the Mexican, and the Vento. That is very popular as well. You have the Mole, which is another Mexican restaurant. You have a lot of choices. Now you see on the screen, there's a Sal Steak Cave. So you remember before we had Martin Berasategui with the special VIP experience. It was like a concession or agreement with a famous Spanish chef. We changed this concept, but it remains very high gastronomy. It remains exclusive, but it's not private. That means that if you have a client that stays anywhere else and they want to make a reservation for this special restaurant, they can, because it's not part of the all-inclusive. And this is a steak cave. So for your gastronomic meat lovers, this will be the place to go. It's adults only. It's not part of the all-inclusive, but the gastronomy experience is really, really higher. So there's a new thing. I haven't seen it yet, but I cannot wait to go and experience. I'm going to sacrifice myself. Also, you have 7 bars, like always, 24 hours room service. So that's always very important to mention. And this is a shot of the new Malva restaurant, which is our food bazaar that used to be our buffet, still under a buffet concept, but with the stations and new decoration, and the menu has been also changed to reflect the new trends. This is the Hawaiian Service restaurant by the beach. So when you book your clients in the Hawaiian Service section, they have this wonderful restaurant, oceanside, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And for the meeting and events, of course, we have meeting space for all kinds of size themes. Either it's a MICE, a conference, meetings, weddings, whatever the need is. We have their convention center with 24 meeting rooms. And these were done also, I believe, last year. So the state-of-the-art technology is now available to us. For the weddings, this is the best spot, because as you can see, it's a bit elevated from the sand level, the beach level. So you have this wonderful view but you get a private experience specifically for the pictures and for the wedding parties. You can have a lot of different setups, and it's always one of the best moments. Now let's move to Playa del Carmen, where we have our Paradisus property, La Perla for adults only, and La Esmeralda for families. Paradisus La Perla is a adult-only concept with 394 suites located in the Mayan Riviera, and we're just before entering into the Playa del Carmen zone. So the advantage is that we don't have any neighbors, as we can say. There's no hotels right beside it, so the beach is basically our beach, and we're about 45 minutes walk from the Fifth Avenue, or maybe 8 to 10 minutes with a taxi. So it's a great location. And we also have, of course, the YL service that is located closer to the beach with all their private sections, private pool, private beach area. And we have a lot of swim-up options for the room categories. And the hotel is built a bit like a W. And in the middle of the W, that's where you'll find the Zocalo. On your screen, you see El Zocalo. In every Mexican town, there's a town square where everybody gathers. That's called a Zocalo. So we did that for that property to reflect the Mexican atmosphere, the Mexican culture, and that is where everybody gathers around. So on one side of the Zocalo is La Esmeralda, on the other side is La Perla. So the a la carte options will be on each side, but everybody is allowed to go around. But the kids cannot enter or dine in the adults-only restaurants. But I just wanted to make sure that it's very clear to avoid any confusion. Of course, we have our G-Spa, gym state-of-the-art, and meeting space like all the Paradisus. It's a very popular option like the Paradisus Cancun to host all the groups. This is a shot of our beach. I love this picture because it's very realistic. We have 1 kilometer long of beach, and as I said, there's no hotels close by, like walking distance, so we don't have any neighbors, so we don't have a lot of people on the beach. It's more secluded, so clients really appreciate that aspect. So you see now with the map, we have Cancun, Puerto Morelos, and then you go towards Playa del Carmen, and we're just at the beginning of the Playa del Carmen zone, if you want to call it that way. So we are very well located. And of course, for the excursions, it's amazing because you're like well located, like centrally located when you want to go elsewhere. If you want to cross over to Cozumel, it's a very nice ferry ride. There's 2 or 3 companies. You can shop around and take the company that has the most comfortable and modern ferry. So that's a nice day, inexpensive way of discovering this part of Mexico and to go to Cozumel Island. So this is a picture of our main pool for the Paradisus La Esmeralda. So lots of beach chairs, lots of umbrellas, valet service for the drinks. These are our swim-up suites. So we have swim-up suites at La Perla, at La Esmeralda, with or without wire service, with or without family concierge. Of course, these categories always book really, really in advance. So if you have clients that want to enjoy the swim-up suites, you need to push them as early as possible. And this is the Paradisus Junior Suite at La Perla. We are still at La Perla. This is the basic room, which is the Junior Suite. Yes, it's a real fake fish tank. We don't want the clients to feed the fish during their vacation, so it's like a plexi with lights. It's really it's realistic even in person, so it's a very nice feature. And you have your small living room and your private terrace or your swim-up entry. The 1-bedroom swim-up is absolutely stunning. Lots of space because you have a real living room, a closed bedroom. And for the Hawaiian service, you can see all the amenities that, well, they are always the same or almost the same between each Paradisus. So luxurious VIP lounge, private pool, private beach area with certified private butler, customized room amenities, or even if you're minibar, your butler will want to know what kind of white wine or red wine or champagne you like, and he will customize everything. So it's very important to use the pre-arrival form in this kind of example to make sure that you send the hotel the preferences. If the lady likes Chardonnay and the gentleman likes beer or wine or red wine or champagne, to make sure that we prepare their arrival, because as wire service, they are VIP, so we want to make sure that they have a very wow moment when they arrive to the hotel. So this is our VIP wire service private lounge. So as you can see, even though we don't have a lot of rooms into the wire service, that's a plus because you have a lot of space. And now space is very actuality. Everybody's talking about social distancing. You need to have a distance from one another. This might be a good selling feature point because, as you can see, this is a lounge for the wire service. So it's easy for you to find a spot, take your coffee in the morning, read your magazines or your favorite book. The private check-in, check-out is very personal, so that could be a good selling point. This is the wire service pool, so it's a private pool just for the wire service guest. The beach would be behind us if you want to locate yourselves, and it's the only pool that is heated. So during winter time, we heat this pool. The main pool is not heated, but this one is. So maybe that could be a good selling feature, would be for me, because I'm a little, how do you say, I'm a special, I'm a special kind of girl, so I need my water warm when I go into the pool. So that's, you got me right there with the heated pool for the Hawaiian service. You see the rooms, the basic junior suite is the same on the inside. What is the difference between a junior suite and a Hawaiian service junior suite? Is the fact that you are located into the Hawaiian service section. You have your butler, you have your lounge, you have your restaurant, you have everything. But the inside of your room, junior suite for junior suite, the inside is the same. This one is a swim up because, as you can see, it's on the ground floor, so you have access to the main pool. If you would book a junior suite, regular junior suite, you would have this room, but no wire service, and maybe on the second or third floor. So it's a very good way to, let's say, compare the prices and make sure that you upgrade your clients as much as possible, because you know that once they're at destination, maybe they want to ask how much it would be to upgrade themselves. If you do it here, you get your commission, you secure your booking, and your client will thank you forever because it's an amazing experience. This is a shot of a few of the restaurants that you will find at the hotel. So they're all located into the Sakalo section. So you have the market, the Bana, which is our Asian restaurant, Fuego, which is spectacular, the Sunset Grill, Tohibar. You have lots to choose from. These ones are just a few examples. The Gabi is the place to be. It's in the middle, it's the heart of the Zócalo, where you can have a drink, you can meet your friends. Sometimes we have special performances, we have live bands. We don't have a theater like the other all-inclusives. This is the place. This is where we do our entertainment during the night, and it's very close to the client, so it gives them another way to have a special personal experience. When you have a live band performing just for you, you know that you are in a Paradisus hotel. The mole is located into the Esmeralda, so of course all the clients of the Perla have access to the Esmeralda because it's the section for all. So this is our beautiful Mexican restaurant. The grill, well, the name is self-explanatory, but the grill is very popular as well. It's close to the Gabi, so you can enjoy a nice meal with lots of beautiful, beautiful views. Vento is our fusion restaurant, very popular as well. And then we move over to La Esmeralda section, Esmeralda Paradisus La Esmeralda for So for the Paradisus La Esmeralda, you will find exactly the same kind of attributes, but for a clientele that is for all. So there's a lot of families, 488 elegant suites, same location, of course. The Zocalo is the same for both. And we have a small, like, splash zone for kids, and we have a new water park. And of course, we have our kids club. So this is one of the best shots that we have for this property. So the Zocalo is in the middle, the red roof. On your left is La Perla, and it's like a U shape. And you see on your far left the Via service section with the private Via service pool. And on your right side, you see La Esmeralda, which is more like a horseshoe shape kind of building. And on the far right is your family concierge with their private exclusive pool. So that's a very nice shot to see also for the beach, because you see that there's a lot of spots on the beach that you can go in, swim, enjoy yourselves. And there's a few sections with more coral. So that's where your snorkels, the snorkels will go. So you take your snorkel gear and it's free. It's right there, and all the tropical fish are available, and they're waiting for you and say hi. Finding Nemo. On your left would be the Fifth Avenue and Playa del Carmen, and on your right would be Cancun and the airport. So for Paradisus La Esmeralda, you see the decoration is different. It's suitable for all kinds of clients. Same amenities for the junior suite at Paradisus. Also, we have our family concierge, like I mentioned, with all the VIP experience, private lounge, private pool, private beach area with your personal concierge with the turn-on service. We have our, this is the new look. This is new. I haven't seen it yet. For the junior suite family concierge for the Paradisus La Esmeralda. And also we have our one-bedroom master suite. So when you have larger families, we have 1 and 2 bedrooms. We have also a few swim-up suites on the Esmeralda side. So that's important to mention. And this is the pool for the family concierge. And on the same side of the voyage service, the VIP pool for family concierge is the one that is heated. Kids Zone. So Kids Zone is really important. So they have different groups of ages. They have lots of activities, like regular activities, but also cultural ones that they will learn the Mexican culture, arts and crafts. And there's, oh my God, there's a lot going on. So kids at the end of the week, they cry, but they cry because they want to stay there. They don't want to come home. This is our new water park that was opened last year. So with 3 different sections for different group of ages. It's included, by the way. And there's a restaurant on the top of your picture. There's a restaurant there. So for lunch, you don't have to go back to the hotel if you don't want to. You can grab something for lunch with your kids. So there's no rush. You're on vacation. So that's Paradisus La Esmeralda. For Paradisus Playa Mujeres, that's our new baby that we are so excited for promoting, and we cannot wait to see it open. It's coming soon. It's at the beginning of the Playa Mujeres zone. So we're close to excellence and beloved. So it's the best part of Playa Mujeres with a very modern and like very, how do you say, futurist architecture, lots of outside zones. This picture shows how much we will have space. There's a lot of external lounge. Almost all the a la carte restaurants will have an outside terrace as well, because you're in Cancun, so you need to have plan A, plan B. Some people want to dine with air conditioning. Other people want to dine with the ocean breeze. So we will try to please everybody. We will have the G-Spa. We will have an amazing conference center. We will have also all the attributes from a Paradisus, which is family concierge and also wire service. And we will have a private marina. for you to come with your private yacht. Now this is a nice shot to like a suggestion or the go-to for the favorite suites when you have couples. When you have couples that want to travel in a very romantic vacation, these are the three best options. So on your left, the Paradisus Cancun Playa service, of course, there's no doubt about it. In the middle, the Paradisus La Perla with Royal Service Swim Up Junior Suite. That's the one that we saw earlier. And the Paradisus Cancun, the Royal Service Ocean Front. So these are your best options for couples. For families, of course, it's Family Concierge. So at La Esmeralda, the Junior Suite, or the Swim Up Junior Suite, and also for Paradisus Cancun, the Ocean Front. For the restaurants, a lot of agents ask me, what's your favorite? What's your favorite? I'm a foodie. So foodie and Paradisus, that's me. I'm like on cloud number 9, as we say. So steakhouse, Mexican restaurant, fusion, even the food bazaar. You can have an amazing experience just at the food bazaar because it's all themes, it's all stations. So Paradisus is really a nice way to discover the international and the Mexican cuisine at the same time. For the ratings, we are top-rated Paradisus in Cancun and Playa del Carmen. So we are on the top lines. Royal Service at Paradisus is number 6. So it's amazing. Paradisus Playa del Carmen as well with a 4.5, and the Royal Service at the La Perla. So now I will try. I think we have a special. Let me see here. I think my colleague Gerardo was trying to log in. I don't know if he logged in. I don't think so, because I would have opened his mic. Let's see if we have some questions or chats. Let's see. It's my first time operating this Zoom thing, so thank you for your patience. Okay. So Mr. Paul, Mr. President, is asking, La Perla, 45-minute walk on the public beach into downtown, absolutely beautiful. Yes, Mr. President. 45-minute walk, you can walk by the beach. It's nicer by the beach, not that it's not nice by the main street. It's just that there's more or less nothing to see. So when you want to take a nice walk on the beach, you just walk 45 minutes and you're in the 5th Avenue. So that's a very good spot. Very good point, Mr. Paul. And Denise says, I stayed at this property and loved it. The pools are great. Can you please remind me, are there exchange? Yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm sorry. When you stay at one of the two, La Perla or La Esmeralda, you are client of both as long as you are 18. So if you're an adult at La Perla, you have access to La Esmeralda. If you're an adult at La Esmeralda, you have access to La Perla. If you're under 18 at La Esmeralda, you stay on the Esmeralda side because you're not old enough to enjoy the Perla. Now, we also have the roulette. The roulette is maybe the best way for you when you have a client that is maybe less familiar with the Paradisus or they have a budget to respect. We offer the roulette promotion. And the roulette is the roulette. So you pay less than if you chose, let's say, La Esmeralda. So you have like 100 or 150 less per person. And the hotel will assign the room at the last minute on either side. But we don't care because either way, the clients have access to both sides because they are 18. So that's a very good selling point, the roulette, to make sure that your clients will enjoy both properties and with a good quality for price. What else do we have? Are the beaches for the Playa rocky? I showed you a picture earlier. So we have a nice, 2 or 3 areas that is sandy. So very perfect for the swimmers. Then we have another part, maybe 2-3 sections for the snorkel. So when you just want to go and see the fish, you have 2-3 options on the stretch of our beach, which is very long, to enjoy that. And if you have clients that just want to walk on the beach, because we like the beach, but maybe we like the beach for different reasons. Some people want to swim, some people want to walk, some people don't move and just read or listen to their music, and you have those action clients that want to have the snorkel or other water sports. So we have it all for this kind of clients. Paul says he loves the mole. Well, who doesn't love the mole? It's a authentic Mexican menu. It's not only tacos. You want to experience specialty foods from different regions of Mexico. You can find it at mole. For the reservations, reservations are required for the a la carte restaurants. You can pre-send the pre-arrival form and write your preferences, and it will be assigned upon availability. The only clients that have priority are, of course, our family concierge guests and our royal service guests as well. And Denise is asking, will there be main pools at Playa Mujeres? Yes. The picture is only like a fake picture, but we have different areas and we have plenty of pools. And then does the family concierge swim up come with a gate or something for safety purposes with kids? Well, the swim up doesn't have safety purposes. The safety purposes are the parents. So of course, depending on the family, depending on the culture or the way you raise your kids or how old are your kids, then it's the parents' responsibility. What else? Thank you, Denise. The Paradisus Playa Mujeres is scheduled to open. We don't have a specific date yet, but we would love to open during next fall. But of course, now everything is a bit on the ice. So we will make sure to keep you posted on that. But for now, we are staying put. The hotel is not finished as we speak, of course, so it's going to be a work in progress, and we will be more than happy to share the opening dates with you, with all the promotion that comes with it. Okay. The snorkeling gear, that's a very good question. I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. So let me just see if they were asking if the snorkeling gear is provided. I know that a lot of people that like to snorkel, they take their own gear because it's higher quality and it's their own gear. Specifically now, I wouldn't really recommend it, but let me see if my dear colleague Jerry is in the house. He's not in the house. So that is the kind of thing that I can get you the answer as soon as possible. Okay, another good question from Denise. Are there any exchange privileges if you were to visit the Meliac Cozumel? The answer is no. First, it's not the same destination and it's not the same brand. So it would be very difficult to manage something like that. So if the clients go to Cozumel and they want to rent a Jeep or take a stroll downtown and shop and stuff like that, it's maybe $25 both ways, round trip, I mean, for the ferry, if you want the Ultramar ferry, the nicer one. For the access to the Meliac Cozumel, I know that their day pass is very inexpensive. Whether it's a client that is stopping on a cruise for the day, you can take a taxi, go to the main lobby of the Meliac Cozumel. It's $50 or $60 the day pass, so it's really inexpensive. And it would be the same information for any of our clients of Cancun or Playa del Carmen if they want to go to Cozumel. So that's a very good question. Okay, so I think we're about done for the questions. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. I don't know about you, but here in Montreal, it's snowing right now. So this webinar is warming our hearts. And stay tuned because we are going to have lots of things for you coming tomorrow and Friday. So tomorrow we have a well-being workshop at 11. So we will post the link on the group if it's not done already. And we have a Melia Pro workshop tomorrow at 3 o'clock by our Melia Pro specialist. And on Friday, we have a Nassau webinar with our Director of Sales, Nacheli. She's going to introduce and do a nice presentation about our property, the Melia Nassau Beach. So that's Friday at 10. And you guys want to come on a fam trip with us? We have a virtual fam trip for the Grand Reserve at Palmareal in Punta Cana, Friday at 11:30. So, of course, it's a lot to remember. So don't worry. When you go into the group, you have like a calendar and you see all the events, and the links will be posted right there. If today you're looking for an event on Friday and you don't see the link, it's okay. We will add it as we go along. Okay, so I really thank you for your time this morning. I know you guys are really, really busy doing lots of webinars on all the products, so it's the best time for you to keep yourselves well informed and updated on all the information. And I will make sure to put the link of the recording into the group, and we will see you tomorrow morning for the well-being virtual workshop, and then at 3 for the Melia Pro workshop. So have a great day, stay safe, and we'll get through this together. Bye, thank you.